Hey guys, Making Money with Gary. Today is Christmas 2024. I'm going to show you some books that I have sold this month. 32 approximately that I had sold that I have up here on my screen right now. I sold more than that. I sold approximately 95 and the month ain't up yet. But I'm showing you 32 of the books that I have sold, because that's really all I could get on my screen. If I put open any more windows, my computer will start acting up. So here we go. Here's the first book here. It's a First Lady from Plains. It's Jimmy Carter's wife. She signed this book. And this book here I sold for $84. And you can see right there, I sold it for $84. And that's with shipping and everything. I have free shipping. And it was signed by her. And I'm going to see if I could get her. There's her signature right there. And it was signed to somebody by the name of Margaret. And this was back in the 70s. I believe it was the 70s. It's an old book. It's a rare book. No matter what, it's a rare book. It's signed by her. Okay, now I'm going to show you the next book. Okay, guys. The next book is right here. It's signed by. It's not signed. It's first printing. The other Mrs. Kennedy, and this is a very rare book. So this book here, it sold for $88, and with tax and everything and shipping, I think I did charge shipping separate. It came out to like $102. But this book here is a rare book, even though it's not old at all. It's from the I believe it's from the 90s, but it's a rare book because there's not a lot of them out there. There's not a lot of first editions. So being that it's a rare book, it sold for $88, and I did charge shipping separately, and I probably made around I don't know, maybe $75 on it. But I only paid $1. Now, all of my books, I only pay $1 for them. I buy them in thrift stores, and at tops, sometimes I get the books for 50 cents at different thrift stores. This one, I know I paid $1 for it, but I did well. It sold fast. It wasn't in my store for more than a month, and it sold very quick. Okay, next book. Okay, the next book is a set of 3 books, Agatha Christie. These books I had for about 5 months, and I paid $3 for. But check out the set. The set is from 1980, and the books were like brand new. And they have the box that they came in. You can see behind them in the image. Now here, these books here sold for $89. $89, and I winded up making probably around $7, $70 on my $3 investment. Either 70 or 75 on my $3 investment. So, and I had these books for a few months before they sold, but they did sell, and somebody bought them. Okay, now I'm showing you the next book. Okay, this is also a set. This set here, I paid $12 for the set. It's very good condition, and the set sold for $129. It was a $12 investment. I did not have this set long. I had this Bible set. It's a Bible encyclopedia set. It's very collectible. It's 1985, and with shipping, after shipping and paying Essie their 10%, and paying the shipping fee and the taxes, whatever, I ended up making like probably close to $100 on the set. Okay, minus the 12. I made like $88 on the set. 88, 88 or 95, somewhere around there. I made on this set. Okay, and the set sold within 4 weeks. It was gone. I put it up and it sold. Okay, next one. Okay, this book here I had for a few months. I didn't make a ton of money on it. I believe I bought this book for 50 cents, and after shipping, I made $10 on it. Okay, because it's showing 15.95, but now you got to take shipping into consideration, and my profit was $10. So here's the next one. The next book here is the Confession of Faith of Presbyterian Church in the United States, 1951. Okay, it's a rare vintage book, third printing. Okay, it sold for $29. Let's get a picture of the cover. Okay, here's a picture of the cover. See that book? Sharp looking book. Little small hand book. It's a pocketbook size. It's not big. It wasn't a big book. As I remember, it was like maybe 7 inches long and 5 inches wide, and probably an inch and a half, 2 inches thick. But in 1951, it sold for $29. I think to mail it cost me like six. I walked out of this book with $20. Okay, and I did have it up for a couple months. Okay, next book. The next book, Seeing the Spartans, A History and Images. Okay, 1999. This book here sold for, wow. Okay, this is $11 plus shipping. I charged shipping separate. My profit on this book was $9. This book I didn't have in the store long. I had it for probably 6 weeks and it sold. But I made $9. I paid 50 cents for this book. Okay, next one. Okay, here's an older book, 1961, The Odyssey. Okay, and this book here sold for $21. I believe I charged shipping separate, and I made probably around $18, and I paid 50 cents for that book. Okay, guys, next book. Okay, this book here, The Life of Charles, Life of Charles, King of Sweden, 1670, 97 to 1718, 1960 book. King Charles XII, very rare book, and I had this book up for a while. It sold for $93. My profit was probably $75. $75 profit. I paid 50 cents for this book. This book did sit for about 3 months. In 3 months, I sold it, and my 50 cents investment turned into $93. After paying shipping and paying the website, I made like $78. Okay, nice profit. Nice book. Even don't go by the dust jacket. Dust jacket's beat up. The book itself is very good. Clean book. See how clean the book is? Let's see. I get another image of this book. See how clean it is? Now look, I'll get an image showing you inside. See that? It's standing up and everything. It's a library binding, not a library book. It's a library binding. Very strong book. Has a lot of images in it, and it's very collectible. Okay, next book. Okay, guys, this book here, The Scriptures. Okay, and this is, what year is this book? It is not that old of a book. Okay. This book here, The Scriptures, sold for $80. It sold for $80. Nice book, clean book. See, it has library binding. If you look down here, you can see the library binding it has. Now, I want to try to get another view of the book, the back view. Okay, right there. Okay. I'm going to look into the details of the book to see what year. Okay, all right. It's all there. You see it all? You can see all that. You can blow that all up. That's all the write-up what I wrote about the book. It's all here. Okay. And it goes down and down, and it is a nice sized book. 1998. Okay, 1998. Okay, guys. I didn't mean to hit the camera. Oh, boy. All right. So that's that book. Let's go to the next one. Okay, the next book, this is a very old book, 1911. 1911, small pocket-sized book, but 1911. here we go. We're gonna look at it, see what it sold for. $35. $35. My shipping was probably $6, and SE got $3.50, and I probably made off of this book around $25 because you know you gotta. Yeah, I made around $25 off of this book. I paid 50 cents for this book. Okay. It's a very old book and it's kind of beat up, but it has images in it and stuff. And the images are prints and they're very collectible. So that's a very sought after book because of the 1911. It's over 100 years old. Okay, next book, guys. Okay, the next book, Peyton Place. Oh, Peyton Place. 1957, Peyton Place. And this book here, you can see the binding. It's cloth binding, $29. I paid 50 cents for this book, and my profit again was over $20, probably around $22. Okay. I'll show you inside. Maybe I'll have an image or something here. Okay. Well, Paint Place. Okay, we're going to go to the next book. Next book, guys. Ooh, scary looking. 65 Great Tales of Horror. Oh, wow. Edgar Allan Poe, Ray. Okay, it's got a bunch of different authors in it. And it's 1982. It's not very old, but it's collectible. People like to read this stuff. Some people, like reading this stuff. $28. My profit again on this book was probably $20. I know I paid 50 cents for this book. I know where I got it. Okay, I had it up for a couple months, 3 months, and it did sell. Okay, next book, guys. The next book, Engineering. I have tons of these. I have over 100 of these I didn't list yet. I got to list them on engineering. Okay, this book here sold for $29. And it's 65 or something. Well, it's an older book. Okay. And I definitely made $20 on that book. I paid 50 cents for it. I know where I got it, and I have a whole bunch of them. The Remembrance. 1981. Nice book, historical book. Daniel Steele was the author. And this book sold for $38.50, and my profit was probably around $28. I paid $1 for this. This book I paid $1 for. It was in good condition. Very good condition. Probably almost like new condition, the book itself. I'm trying to get the cover. There. The book was in very good condition. Okay. I'm going to the next one now, guys. All right. This book here, What If? Oh, boy. Historical. What If? First printing, 2001. It sold for $20. My profit is probably $12. All right, next one. There's a hardcover book. Yeah, my profit was like $10. I paid 50 cents for that book. I know where I got it. Okay, this book here is signed book. The Outer Banks, North Carolina, 1984, 1958, 1984, 1958. 1584, 1958. Okay, excuse me. The 1958 book, second printing. $37. My profit on this book was probably about $30. Signed book. And usually when I take a picture inside, it's missing a dust jacket. It don't matter. People buy books. They don't care about the dust jacket because this is going to sit in the shelf somewhere. It's got a cloth binding. It's very nice looking, eye-catching book. And somebody's going to sit this in a bookshelf and it's going to really stand out. It's good, and it's collectible. All right. Next book. The next book, first edition, Allure Unto Itself. Okay, and this is 1988. And this book here Sold for $84. Okay, very rare book. A very rare book, not a lot of them around. And I did not have this book long. I had this book about 6 weeks, and it's a rare book. And I paid 50 cents for this book, and I got $84. I did not make $84 because I have to pay the website. I probably more than likely paid $10 to ship this. I know what it's one priority. And the other book, the profit they made was $8.18, and then however I packed it and stuff, I'd say I made around $64 on this book with a 50-cent investment. Okay, now if you look this website here that I sell my books on. When you click on this right here where my mouse is, it tells you all about the book. That's all the details about the book. It's all there. Okay. All right. Next book. Okay, guys. And first editions are rare. There's a first edition. It could be 100,000 of them, or 50,000, or not a lot of them made. And people, first edition, first printing, because this is a first edition, 10th printing, but first edition, first printing is rare. Okay, now this book here is 1993. It sold for $12 plus shipping. It's about a famous golf player. It sold for $12 plus shipping, and my profit is probably like $8. I paid 50 cents for this book. I know where I got it. Okay. Next book, guys. Oh, this is a set. Uncle Arthur's Bedtime Stories. Okay, Uncle Arthur's Bedtime Stories sold for $70, and it's a set of it's a set of books. You can see it right there. Looks like a set of 3 books. And it sold for $70 for the set. I paid 50 cents a book, 50 cents, 50 cents. I paid $1.50, and I sold the whole set for $70. I probably paid $8 to mail it. I think I sent it ground, and I paid them $7.15. I made I made around $55 off of this book set. Okay. And I didn't have it long. I had it for about 2.5 months, 10 weeks. Okay, next book. Okay, this is a big Bible. I had this for a long time. I had this Bible sitting up on the top of my case 3. It was sitting up on the top. I remember it has gold leaf in the front. Big book. I had it for a long time, but I still made a profit. I paid $1 for it. I made like $20 on this book. It was a big book, took a lot of space. It's got like a soft cover, imitation leather, but it's bicentennial from 1976. It's got the gold leaf on the front. It's not marked, signed or nothing. It's like new, the book. And I did very well with this book as far as selling it, but it did take up space, and I had to keep it for a long time, 6 months. Okay, next book, guys. Okay, the Playboy Interview. This book I had about 3 months, 1992. And this book here is a rare book. It's paperback, but it's rare. It's collectible. Sold for $39. My profit on this book was $25. I paid for this book 50 cents. Okay? I'll show you inside. It might have some pics in it or something. Let's see. Am I going into the images? Oh, and you got to see the inside, are we? Okay. It's got a lot of images and a lot of photos and stuff, famous people. It's very collectible. Okay, next book. Okay, guys. Oh, boy. Okay. Bird's Heads Revisited. Am I saying that right? 1945. Very rare book. Okay, let's see what it sold for. It sold for $20. I made $10 on this book. It is a rare book. It's not a big book. It's a nice book. It's collectible. I think I had it for a few months, and I made $10. I paid 50 cents. Okay. Next book. Okay, this book here is a rare 1955 first printing paperback. I think I got some money for this one. I should have. $25, which is good. That's a rare paperback there, boy. You ain't gonna see them. You ain't gonna see this book around. I probably could have got more for it, but it's a paperback, and I don't know. I do have a lot of paperbacks, but I see people ask a lot for them, but I sold it, and that's the main thing. I paid a quarter for this book. I paid 25 cents. I got $25. I didn't make $25 after shipping it and everything. I probably made around $16. Okay, next book. Okay. The next book, O'Connor, Flannery, 1988. First. Okay. Let's see. $24.95. My profit was 15. I'm guessing my profit was 15. I paid 50 cents for this book. Okay. Next book. The New Testament from 26 translations. What year is it? 1967, third printing. Okay. This book sold for $22. And I charged shipping separate. I know that. And my profit was probably around $15. I didn't have the book that long. And it sold quick. Yeah, third printing. 1967. It sold quick. Okay, next book. Okay, this book here is collectible, and I think I sold it. I had two of these or three of them, and I sold another one at another date last month, and now I sold this one. $32. It's a little paper thin book, but it was like brand new, and it's collectible. The images in it are very people like this stuff. Okay, $32. My profit is probably around $20. Next book. Okay. Okay. The Last Full Measure, a novel. It's about the Civil War, 1998. The book looks like new. It sold for $12.78. Shipping was separate. Shipping was separate with this book. Is probably another $6 shipping. I don't go over six. Might have been $5.95 shipping. Okay. Of course, the shipping was more. I probably made $8 on that book, but I didn't have it long, and I paid 50 cents for it. Okay, next book. Okay, this book here, Calculus. This is another one. This is another one of those engineering books that I got a whole ton of them. 1968, fourth edition. I got a ton of these books. $35. I definitely made $20, $20 to $22 on this book. I definitely made $20 to $22 on that book. I have a ton of these books. I got to put them up. Okay. Next book. Okay, Mr. Borson. This is a bartender's book about making mixed drinks and stuff, and it is. I don't know what edition it is. It's let's see. Let's look in here. Okay, they've been making these over and over again, but this book's like new. All right. And it has mixed drinks in it, and it's a good bartender's book. Great book for mixed drinks. All right, guys, it's $20, and I charge shipping separate, and I probably made around $15. Okay, it's a little book. All right, this book here, it's funny looking. This book, The Mousetrap by Agatha Christie, 1974. I mean, I look at the image; it looks comical looking. It's a mousetrap. Okay, it sold for $15.30, and I believe I charged extra for shipping, and I probably made $9 on that book. And it's just something to put up to bring people into my store because people like to read this stuff. And she's a famous author. Okay, next book. So I don't make tons of money on every book, but I have certain books I got to list them because I need people to come to my store. And if I have all high value books, I'm not going to get that many people coming in. Okay, $22. $22 for this book, and it's 1969. Wow. Okay, so let's see if I get a better view of it. All right. All right. Okay, it's a music book. It's a nice book. I made $12 on that book. I made maybe 15 because I'm pretty sure I charged separate for shipping. I know I did. Okay, next book and the last book. Here we go. 1956, first edition. Okay, it's a rare book, signed. Oh wow, where did I sell this book for? Okay, $34. The Man in the Iron Lung. The Man in the Iron Lung. Okay, this is a sought after book. It's about, and it's signed. The Man in the Iron Lung. Uh, okay, it's based on a true story, and it's from the 50s. All my images didn't come out good, but the inside did, and this one here did. So that's the main thing. You can see its signature. Okay, so this book sold for $34, and I know I charged shipping separate, and I probably made around 25 on it. I pay 50 cents, and that is the last book, guys. So now you see 32 books that I've sold this month out of over 90 that I have already sold, and today is Christmas Day. And